Mic check, mic check. Watermelon TV, mic check. Microphone check. Ooh. Watermelon TV, we got a spooky one today. The Shadow Hours. Welcome to the Shadow Hours. We got a spooky one today. You see how I'm starting? No more hip hop talk. No more UFO, UAP, USO discussion. Wonder. We're just talking about incarnating, coming into this world. Don't tread on me. That's the name of my sermon today. It's Sunday. Sun, quote unquote, day. Don't tread on me, man. Woman, don't tread on me. Watermelon TV, man, we trying to figure it out. We're gonna do it together. But in the meantime, don't tread on me. Well, today's show is really about the Gates Foundation and their new microneedle patch. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is supporting the development of new microneedle patches for vaccines and for contraception. Okay. Which are designed to be painless, self-administered, and accessible, especially in low resource areas. We know what that means. So, this is for all our new migrants that's come to America, man. Welcome to America, man. Your kids will be will be getting these micro needled patches. Your kids will be getting them. So the research includes developing patches for self-administered long-acting contraceptive. So if you don't want to have a kid, I guess this would be up your alley. And for vaccines like measles and rubella. So that sounds like, okay, you're here to help. I get, And so of course I'm swimming in social media. And I come across a particular video. So I'm swimming through social media and I come across a video.
Microneedle patch implants funded by the Gates Foundation. These are already developed and they'll actually install quantum dots.
Now remember what I just read to you. And of course, it says key features and benefits, pain-free and discreet, self-administered, improved. It's something you can look up as well. Again, the Gates Foundation's new microneedle patch. And so they're supporting the development of this microneedle patch for vaccines and contraception. It's painless. You can do it yourself. It's accessible, especially in the ghettos of the world, specifically here in America, North America. So these patches contain tiny dissolved needles that deliver drugs or vaccines over a period of time, eliminating the need for refrigeration and personal injections. So that sounds positive for the user. Why is this video, let's continue, talking about something totally different? Let's listen.
Your skin, which are detectable with smart install quantum dots in your skin, which are detectable with smartphones in real world settings. That will be used as a biological vaccine.
Think about this. Everybody in the world has smartphones damn near. And even in towns that's suffering from war, like what's happening in Nigeria, Sudan, can't forget about those places, Gaza, Palestinians. But let's not forget about our brothers and sisters in Africa catching hell. Okay? And it's happening by, Big Brother strikes again. So it's funny where I paused it at. I want to talk about that. And so this is what they want for, the next 2030 and beyond. And so they need a clever way to get it into everybody. And so maybe they put a little bit of, that's what I need to do. I need to go around my city and take a poll and ask people, were they happy with that whole outcome, 2019? Were they happy with the outcome? And so, again, we're just saying, don't tread on us. Don't tread on me. All right, let's keep going. But anyway, again, back to the cell phone bit. Does, like you said, the poorest countries, you still see people walking around with cell phones in their hand. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's deep. It's not crazy. It's deep. It's sinister. It's a fox. All right, let's keep going.
Passport system where you won't need it on your phone. You'll just scan your your wrist or wherever this quantum dot material is inserted into your body. So that's what they have planned, I think, for the next vaccine passport system. They have the mRNA construct factories in place already across the world.
mRNA vaccine factories.
We just need to mess around. There's a lot of lipid nanoparticles, and some are very self-assembly.
They already have the vaccine passport applications in place, right? So this was all prepared. That's why Gates...
Man, I drop my phone too much to be having that shit on my phone. But, the goal is they want you to get it. Look at that little symbol right here, down here. I don't know if you can see. Well, of course you can't see my cursor. Man, I'm 1980s with the YouTube. Travel ready. So, again, in my mind, I can go see the pyramids when I go to sleep. I can actually go into the what's the word? Since they say we shouldn't be using the word metaphysical when you talk about comedic ideas and philosophy. But that's what you do. You just go to that world. And I think you can, I've done the meditation as far as sitting in silence. And to me, it's like, you just, when you do open your eyes, you just feel different. You just look, I do, especially when you're outside sunbathing. But when I quote unquote rest, lay down, and go to bed, that's when the magic starts. And it's it's deep to understand. It's almost like the ocean. You got a little bit of it, a little bit of understanding. You can go swimming, but the further you go down, it's like, oh man, you have to pull. It's like trying to pull that memory back up to the conscious, waking reality. Is what I'm saying. So, do these people with these crazy vaccines want to interrupt that particular cycle in us? That, yeah, you can daydream and meditate during the waking hours, but what about the shadow hours? That's what I'm talking about. I'm here to talk about the shadow hours. Not only nighttime outside, because the energy is still there. It's calmer, but the energy's still there. But when you go to bed and you go into the dream world, you're talking something different. And so it's all about what you're dreaming about. All right, let's finish here. Let me stop narrating. Let's finish.
Bill Gates will keep saying, he's like, oh, COVID was just a trial run. Albert Bourla even says,
COVID was, for me, like a rehearsal.
We'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is will get attention this time.
So again, this is what they want to do. Let's go back one more time. Let's one more time.
they're moving on to micro needle patch implants funded by the Gates Foundation.
Got to use the white man arm first. They use the white man arm first. The white man, hold on.
Patch
Hold on. How come I didn't load this stuff yet? But you see, they started with the quote unquote white man. So if the white man runs and do it, then they really doing it for the Negro. But I like how they start the video out with him. So on that note, we're gonna take a pause and do this. Okay, so you get where I'm going. So it's just interesting
funded by the Gates Foundation. These are already developed, and they'll actually install quantum dots in your skin, which are
quantum dots. I think that's going to be the name of this show. Quantum dots. Don't tread on me. Ooh, I like that. We're going to go there. All right, let's finish.
Are detectable with smartphones in real world settings. That will be used as a biological vaccine passport.
They go to Black Hand. They go to Black Hand right there. Verifying. See at the bottom? But when I first looked at it, I thought it said Dominican Republic. It says, I can't see what that really said. Biometrics. Verifying biometrics. You supposed to be here? Put your arm out. So that just shows us that we're still in the future, y'all. Black people are still in the future. They're going through all this so they can try to monitor every human being on the planet. But again, you're not accounting for the ocean. The primordial waters of noon, aka the oceans. You're not accounting for that. And maybe they are. We'll get into that later. OSO, right? USO. Unidentified, submerged objects. But yeah, they got the Black Hand up. You see the police lady in the back? Israeli soldier. That's what they're saying in this shot right here. Israeli soldier. All right, let's go.
passport system where you won't need it on your phone. You'll just scan your, your wrist or wherever this quantum dot material is inserted into your body. So that's what they have planned, I think, for the next vaccine passport system. They have the mRNA construct factories in place already across the world.
mRNA vaccine factories.
We just need to mess around. There's a lot of lipid nanoparticles, and some are very self-assembly.
They already have the vaccine.
So this is why it's like, yo, don't talk to me about no Birdman and no Cash Money. Don't talk to me about no Cash Money and no Limit Records, no Versus Battle. With all due respect, man, that's bullshit. That's just like, I don't even know where to go. I don't want to say nothing too wild out, but it's just like, are y'all really still dancing around here, man, and trying to resurrect that spirit? Like, no shopping strip in New Orleans. All that money between the two groups, they all, this is God ordained. God brought this together and all that. It's like, come on, bro. But anyway, are you hating on a black man? Yeah, we are hating on gatekeeping, boule, boot licking, sellout of your own brothers and sisters, because that's what they doing. I was gonna prepare a show for that, and I ain't really wanting to keep bashing like on and on and on about it. I just really want to say my piece about it, but that's what we're doing. We're covering stories. I'm covering stories, how I see life, how I'm interpreting, how I see it. And again, that's why this flag or this statement, this particular image, and I like who made it into a womb, whoever did that. I can dig that, because without my grandmother and my mother, I wouldn't be here. So they've tricked us long enough. We've been into the comedic ideas now. So we moving forward with this knowledge and information. We're gonna move it right into the future. While everybody else getting the new micro, the new Gates, the Bill and Melinda Foundation, the Bill and Bill. And it's funny. His name is Bill too. Yeah, man. So it's deep, man. It's deep, man. We waking up. The rest of the world waking up. And so it's the fun part. To see who going. Support the Watermelon TV machine. Buy me a coffee. That's pretty much it. And I ain't gonna put the link up there and all that. And just if you want to really do it, you'll find it. You know what I mean? I'm only gonna ask for donations once. After that, this is really about, it's kind of self-expression for me. I was just seeing the world change, man. Generation X is in the house. Just trying to be like, yo, man, talk to the next talk to the generation under me, talk to the elders in front of me, be like, hey, man, we all trying to blast off. But yeah, get ready for the micro needle. Get ready for the micro needle patches. All our new neighbors from Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, the whole continent, Africa. I mean, and you know what? That's what I'm saying. They got us locked where we just gotta call it Africa, And it's just like, I prefer the Eastern Hemisphere. I like to break us up in that, because at least that's still a boundary. It's still a label, but at least it's in a broader scope. It's like looking at it from a satellite. You got two hemispheres that they've carved up, and Which one did you grow up on? Which side did you grow up on? Could be 3 hemispheres. I mean, shit. You know what a hemisphere is, right? Let me look it up again. Let's see. All right, so where are we going? So we said, yeah. So we saying Don't Tread on Me is the name of the game today. Or the next, at least the next 25 years. At least the next 25 years. Don't tread on me. And then we'll see after that. All right, so Watermelon TV, I think I did pretty well on this one. If not, who cares? I'm out.